everyone, it's Midlife Game-ist, very excited Midlife Game-ist. I am really happy to be here. It feels like Christmas has come early for me. I'm in my Rudolph onesie to celebrate the moment. It's coming. I guess the first thing you'll notice as I enter into the room is it's festive. The decorations are up. You might notice some of the fish look a bit different in the tank there. We go into that in a minute. But the decorations are up. It's been snowing outside. Made myself a snowman.
Game on Scorpio.
Hello, Scorpio. How are you?
Said. Evening.
How are you, fella? Hope you're well. Yes, so this is the big update that everybody has been waiting for. It's a US West DLC. I hope I've got that right. And one of the first things you'll see, if I click on maps, we've now got a world map and United States West. And there's 20 new areas. So if you click on world map, this does mean, well, we know there's another Asian map coming at some point, but does that mean that this game could go on forever and we could have, you know, South America, Australia,
Said.
New Zealand?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Very excited, man. I try and contain myself, and we're getting another look at the new locations. What I'm going to do, I have been playing it. I've had it for a little while. And I've been playing through the areas, so I've managed to open up all 20 new locations. I haven't caught all the fish, so there could be a few surprises even for me tonight, which would be great. There's no new boats. That'll come at a later date. There are new animations, but I have to say, if you liked the first pack, some of the locations are absolutely stunning. I've fallen in love with a few of the city ones already. So I'm going to get in and stop waffling, and we go to the first one. You'll see there's some new animations.
Game on Scorpio.
The menu's a little bit
Said.
different.
Haha, glad to hear.
Yeah, so I mean, how amazing does this look? So they've done an update as well, which I'm not quite sure what it is, but there's an animation that was happening. One over there and one there. So I'll be interesting to see if they've changed it. But if you pull up the menu looks a little bit different, but basically they're all the same functions. So the first one is about changing your fishing. From the last update, all the baits are the same. I haven't noticed any new baits or anything. Yep. So that's what they've done. They've changed the animations, because when I was here earlier, the animations were just constant. So they've updated those. So that's good. So the fishing and the lures are all the same.
Said.
The fish you can see. Yeah, it's stunning. It is the best looking game out there on the Quest. It's absolutely amazing. It's, you know, I love this game so much since it came out, or before it came out, because I was lucky enough to get in an early beta before it was released, and I fell in love with it. I mean, the water's so clear, you see the fish now, because not only have they changed the style of fishing, you've got the depth of fishing as well. So when the fish come towards you, they're actually deeper in the water. I'm hoping they've changed some of that, because I noticed a few glitches out on the sea fishing ones, which look a little bit silly. And you got to remember, this is the beta, but it is coming out on the 16th, so I'm hoping the update they've done today has ironed out some of the things that I found in the game. As you can see, there's new fish. I've caught them all in this location, so we'll just get on and do a little bit of fishing. I'm going to do a bit of lure fishing. So you can see, I don't know if you can see there's some bubbles on the surface. That's what the previous update they introduced. So you can, when you're playing on expert, you can even see where the fish are and try and cast out to them. It is an amazing game. I'm not a fisherman either, and I keep saying that. I've no way am I patient enough to be a proper fisherman. But I can sit for 2 hours easily, 3 hours, and play this game. And now there's, it's basically, this update is doubling the size of the game. It is paid DLC, so I believe it's $10.99. So that's probably going to be $8.99 or $9.99 in the UK, which I think is a fair price when you see how much content they are adding and the amount of work they put into it. I may be biased, but when you see this amount of content. So there we go, a Chinook salmon, my personal best. I've maxed it out to level 20 already, so I'm just building up the money as I'm got the...
Onlungsum.
Hello, Onlungsum. How are you?
Hi.
How are you? So yeah, this is location 1. I was hoping, so they have changed the animations, because there's something that happened over there and something that happened over there, and they were just constant. Maybe I'll do float fishing. Let's do a bit of float fishing. So if you haven't seen before on the update, you've got 3 depths now with your float. You can change the floats, so this one I like because it sits in the same location, but other floats have different strengths, so I guess how light they are, they can get carried away. Hello, Sith Lord, how are you?
This looks stunning.
It is stunning. So yeah, depending on the weight of your float, it can get carried away with the current, so it will actually flow with the current. This one I use because it stays still, and if you use it at night, it's luminescent, so you can see it. You've got your 3 depths, so that's the ones on the surface, then you've got mid-water, and then you've got bottom. And the reason you do that is if you go into the fish, so you can see each fish there, the depth, it tells you what depth now. So live baits and lures, so basically the California roach you'll find in rivers or lakes, and you can catch it with either, really. So you can either catch it, some you can catch with lure fishing, some you can catch with float fishing, some you can catch with both. But it's so chill. There you go, there's the first animations. So I feel like I'm maybe ruining it for people, but I'm so excited to show it. So you got like the bear animation. So they have calmed that down, because they were just constant. It's a big grizzly bear. So I'm thinking that's the only one hopefully I'm going to show you.
Hey everyone.
Hey CIM, how are you doing? Yeah, so I've just decided that is the only one I'm going to show you, because I don't want to show you everything, because there's some nice surprises in some of the levels. And what I wanted to do was just show you quite quickly, because this isn't actually going to be my main stream tonight. I'm going to stream arcade a little bit later, and I do have 3 codes to give away, Steam codes to give away for arcade. And I'll be doing that a little bit later on, but I just wanted, because the embargo lifted, I wanted to be able to share it with you, really. So that's the first location, which is, it will tell you, so that's Yosemite Valley, Lake Tahoe, lovely night. Oh, you have to click on it. You fool. Click on go. So Lake Tahoe. So it's the same setup as well on as the first part of the, well, I'm going to say part 1 of. There you can see that's luminous now. You can see why it's at night, so you can see it. So yeah, like with the first part of the game, the 20 levels you have to open up. They're basically resetting, because I've completed all 20, and I think I've got about 200 fish to catch in total to have all the trophies before this one came out. So what they were doing, they're basically resetting so that everybody in the US will have to start on level 1. It took me about 4 hours to do the 20 get up to level 20 and see all the locations. So there you go. So that's an epic fish, the Tahoe sucker. She sounds lovely. You got a beautiful night sky. The moon goes across, and again it's stunning. They're actual real world locations as well, so that's why they look as good as they do. If you're lucky enough to live anywhere near these places, I do envy you sometimes. To go, I probably would be interested in fishing if I could go to places like this. When you've got a canal near you, it's not very enticing. But yeah. So again, absolutely stunning. Third location.
CIM said, "This looks like fantastic DLC."
It is amazing. It is paid DLC. Oh, I didn't want to show you. You didn't see that. I keep forgetting about things. I didn't want. You didn't see that. Yeah, so it's basically doubled the size of the game, except for we've got all the boats from the first game. So the boats will carry over into this. So any of the content you've got previously, your fishing rods and everything, it all can be used here. But you just have to level up. So luckily, this isn't my saved content. You can't, unfortunately, combine your saved content with the beta. So I really have started again from scratch. So as soon as it comes out on the 16th, I will be playing it again, and quite happily as well. Now I thought there might have been an overlap on some of the fish, but they haven't. They haven't overlapped on any of them that I've seen so far. But then I suppose you wouldn't, because it's two different parts of the world. So I wouldn't expect the fish species to be the same. So we've seen Lake Tahoe, we've seen Maroon Lake, Lake San Cristobal. Now I'll be interested to see this one. Now, yeah, they have. They've changed it a little bit. So again, on my lovely boat that I had previously, you got mist rolling in from the hills. Oh, it's desire, it's always to be Mall of Kintyre. So again, you do it. I've been playing sitting down, but you can play standing up. Really is. You got the sound effects as well of the birds. Unless I've got tinnitus. Let's do a bit of lure fishing, because we can do a bit of twitching. So if you go in, and you can see what fish likes a bit of a twitch. If there's any. Oh, we haven't caught that one, look. So, lure, the minnow. So you can click on that. That's something that wasn't there before. Is you can actually hold over it and it will actually tell you. So any depth, and it's lure fishing. So we're on the right. We're on the right one, I think. Let's have a look. So minnow. Yeah. So let's see. So we might have a chance of catching an epic fish here that I haven't got. I'm only going to catch the one and I'm going to move on. But you can see there that that fish was chasing after it. Do do do. And the rods and the reels are all breakable as well. They've got a durability level added to them. That was on the previous DLC that changed the style of all the fishing. Oh wow, I think that is the one. I think I've just caught the epic that I need. So if you fight too much and put a strain on the line and don't let the fish do what it wants to do and you're just constantly reeling it in, then that wears out the durability. So it stops people from just constantly reeling and hoping that on mine the line goes red. Is this it? Oh no, it's not. I've got a grass carp though. No. I was hoping that was an epic. Never mind. Right, let's go on to the next one because we've got a lot to show you. So here we are, Redfish Lake. We're going to now. Again, looks stunning. The water effects are amazing. Absolutely incredible. My dad would love this. He is in his retirement. Has become a bit of a lake fisherman, so I know for a fact that he would love this. And he's not a gamer either, so the trouble I would have is getting him in the headset to have a go. The next problem I would have is trying to get it off him again. Oh yes, got a bite, son. Reel her in. What have we got? It's not a piranha, that's for sure. I wondered whether we were going to get any smallmouth bass. So that's Redfish Lake, 2 Medicine Lake. Anybody know why it's called 2 Medicine Lake? I'd love to know why. Incredible. Again with the water. We've all seen the sort of duck animations before, the different types. Well, that's quick. Got a bite already. Oh, I reeled it in too quick. Let's try again. So one of the other things you can do is twitch. So if you flick the rod, wind it in a little bit to get it taut again. There you go. There's a bit of a jerking action. But that's something else with the lure you can use, and some of the baits that you're meant to do that with. The brook trout. It's fish tonight. catching fish. Yeah, so that's 2 Medicine Lake. Then Colorado River. Again, incredible. I keep looking. See things. You got the cars animated on there, the birds flying over the top. I'm trying. Oh, that's glitched out a little bit. Let's try and see. There we go. It's doing it again. Let's try float fishing. So if I try a different float, you can see on that one it says fastest drifting chubby bobber. If I cast over there, we'll see which way the current's flowing. So you should see, there you can see. So the current's running that way. And you see the float going across. So that one you could just leave and let it do its thing. You won't have to keep casting out there, and you'll cover an area with one cast. It's so cool. There we go. So I'm getting close. We'll see if that fish will take the bait. Feeling hungry, little fish? Nope. Maybe the next one. No, that one's. Is that one going to go for it? Swimming around it. No. So they're not interested. So let's try changing. What can we put in there? So good for epic or rare fish. So let's see what we catch. See if anybody's interested in a bit of crayfish. I'm not sure how far it would actually go down the stream. I've not let it go down there yet. See whether it gets held up after a while. So we've got fish there, look. Let's see if we can attract that one. No, that's disappeared. Nobody's taking my bait. How rude. Right, let's try something. What we got? Moderate. Good for various fish. Everybody likes a little worm. So we tried 3 different types of bait now. Oh, it's got a bite. Concentrate on the line, not on the scenery.
Moonshine Games
Hello, Moonshine.
said, "What's the catch of the day?"
It is an Arctic grayling. It's a rare one. I've got an epic. Look at the colour of it. Look at it. Look at my fish. I'm not sure I'd want it with chips though. So that is the Colorado River. Now we're going to go to Russell Lake. named after my old neighbour. Again, truly stunning. It's like you're here. And you look down and sort of think, this must be partly man-made, because that looks like MOT Type 1. Anybody that's in the building trade will know what I'm talking about there. Looks like somebody's compacted a path around the outside. I'm glad I put my jumper on. It looks a bit chilly, doesn't it? All this snow. He's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, I tell you, it's gorgeous. So what are we going for?
Moonshine Games.
Let's do the lure fishing again.
Looks lovely this. Water effects are great.
Yeah, oh, it's amazing. Look at that. I just want to put my feet in. But I can't feel the cold. I think I'm numb from the waist down. And some people say from the neck up as well. So again with the lure, just gently, or you can be a twitcher. Or combination of both. Oh, and if you're lucky, you'll get a bite quite quickly. I'm wondering if they'll bring fly fishing in at some time. I've never ever tried fly fishing. And that would be a completely different style, surely. Because you would just flick it onto the surface. But as I was saying at the beginning, one of the things I really like is when you start reeling the fish in now, because of the depth of that the game's got, you see the fish sort of quite early on now, whereas before you didn't. So the water is a lot clearer. And when I went back and played on the sort of Korean levels as well, I noticed on that. So I don't know whether that's something they've done, but from there you can see, quite easily see the fish and the depth that it's swimming at. Right, let's go. So we've done Russell Lake. We're on to Walla Lake. Out on my boat again. I didn't get very far though. You think I'd row right out in the middle somewhere, wouldn't you? Maybe I'm scared of depth of water. I don't know. If you got a boat out, you make an effort. You could have drifted out further. Oh, I've got a bite already. That's quick. Oh, it's a biggie. It's a big one. Yep. She's a large one. Look at the size of that. What the hell is it? It's a largemouth bass. So they have overlapped slightly on them. So there's largemouth bass on the South Asian. So let's have a look. So for each location you can see what fish are available to catch. There's 2 that I haven't caught yet, so that's rare. And that's an epic. You can only catch the epic fish once you get to once you're on expert and max level. Otherwise, those will never appear in any of the locations. You'll never catch them. So yeah, I've got a couple more to catch on that, but I'm not going to. Let's go to the next location. I just really want to show you the locations. So each Willamette River. I'm probably not doing these locations any favours. So again, I actually love the city ones with the cityscapes in the background. The animations going on with the cars. It's pretty cool. And over there you've got a couple of yachts. That is pretty amazing. I keep expecting to see somebody walking down the boardwalk, push me in. Might still happen if we're lucky. Let's see, that one's not out very far. I've got a bite, I've got a little nibbler. Straight away, another biggie. And the DLC's going to be available this week on the 16th. So keep an eye out for it. It'll probably be the usual sort of release at 6 PM UK time, 7 PM for Europe, the rest of Europe. What's that? 2 PM in the US. If I'm right, I think. I think I'm right. All time zones. Here we go. Cool.
CIM said, what was the price for the DLC?
It's $10.99 in US dollars. So what would be the translate? That's either $8.99 or $9.99 in the UK. But I think it's definitely worth it when you see how much there is. I think this. I was trying to count the fish. I think there's 37 new species of saltwater. So there must be there or thereabouts. We'll have a count up when I go back to the lodge. But I'm sure there must be the same. So you're probably looking 70 to 80 new fish, as well as the 20 locations. The aquariums are staying the same for the moment, because I did ask if there was another aquarium coming, but what you've got a choice. You can select on the aquarium whether you want both, both locations to share, or whether you want.
Not too bad if it almost doubles the content.
Oh yeah, it's definitely there. The amount of work they've put in over the years, anyway. It's been out for 2 years, over 2 years, and everything's been free up until now. So it started off, when it first came out, it only had 10 areas. What the hell? Whoa! I think I found a bug! Jeez! I nearly put my hand in the arse! There's a nice clip for somebody. I'm not touching that. What the hell? Let's come out. Let's go out and go back in there. They've done that on purpose. Oh look, it's a surprise. Let's go to 10 and come back to 11. They may have. I bet they've done that on purpose. Let's see if it's still there.
Moonshine Games.
I've got a rod in his ass.
LOL.
Talk about have your head in the sand. I have to, anybody from Mirage Soft watching, the update is I think it might have given away what the
CIM.
what the
Said.
animation is on this level.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
That wasn't there yesterday. Oh dear. I wonder what else we're going to find. So, personal best, smallmouth. We've had the largemouth bass, we've got the smallmouth now. This would be like a murder scene. Now, what's happened before this? We've buried them head first in the sand. So, apart from, just ignore that little glitch. The rest of it is stunning. So it's me. So go to 12. So that was Barkley Lake, also known as Arse Up
Moonshine
Lake.
Games. Said. You could park your bike there.
I parked my rod there. It's an interesting rod stand that I've got. Oh no. So that was Barkley Lake. We're going to Crater Lake. I love the colours on this one, the colours of the trees. Here we go.
CIM. Said.
Oh dear.
That was pretty stunning too.
So, I wonder what else we're going to find. That was an animation that I wasn't expecting. Well, it was very little animation in it. I was more animated. There's a bit of a shock. See that up here beside you? Back to the fishing. I have to remember what level that was on. Oh dear. There's nothing I can say. So somebody's probably been up all night working on doing those. So another largemouth bass. Looks pretty cool. Love the water animations. Right, next location. Let's do it. So, that was Crater Lake. The one with was Barkley Lake with the arse in the air. Holden Lake. Hold 'em. What surprises am I going to have here? This is beautiful. Look at that. I think I'm actually standing in water. I've got my waders on. Oh, I was too quick, I think. And go back and try and get that again. So when you're reeling in and doing the lure as well, sometimes you have to try a few things. Oh, I've missed it now, I think. I've lost that fish. Oh, what a shame. But you still can't, it's not quite 360, but you have got sort of 180 that you can cast. A lot of people will just cast straight out in front of them. But you will start seeing fish appearing to the side of you. So go right across that side as well. There's one out there actually. See if we can get that one. There's one swimming about there. So hope everybody had a good weekend. It's going to be another huge great week for VR. A lot of updates this week. Bowling. Has that got another update this week? Oh no, Blast On's coming out. Another update. Walkabout as well. Demio. So there's all that's what I love about the Quest, is the games haven't seem to have like a short life of, you know, a game will come out and there'll be 6 months later there'll be additional content for it, and the developers are just constantly updating 2 years later. Yeah, I'm sure there's something about, but was it the darts? It may be the darts I'm thinking of that's out.
Game on
because it's by Forever Bowling team.
It's all been about the darts for me at the moment.
Yeah, I've been playing it, but I'm not very good. I can't do the hand tracking very well, but it's good fun. If you like Forever Bowl, I think you'll be very happy with what they've done for Forever Darts. Oh, snowing. It's a bit misty. I don't know if you. I sort of do the actions as if I would really be fishing rather than just twitching because you can just move your wrist a little bit. But I tend to do all the actions as if I'm really fishing, I guess, or as close to fishing as somebody with no skills at fishing can be.
Game on Scorpio said, "Yeah, hand tracking didn't work for me, sadly. Was very hit and miss."
Yeah, not so much hit. Mainly missing for me. It took me. I felt like you know, when I'm throwing, a bit like that. It felt like I was, you know, I could never get the strength right. But other people have told me they're perfect every time. So yeah, it's just practice, I'm sure. I haven't had the chance to play it as much as some other people. It's too much come out. So that's Lake Marie. I don't know if we've been Holden Lake, Lake Marie. We're going to the final freshwater one now, which is Beartooth Lake. I'm looking around to make sure I'm not going to have a bear's arse in my face now. No, it's all good. We're all good.
Game on Scorpio said, "That hand action you just did looked very wrong. Ha ha ha." CIM.
You're not liking it?
"I think good lighting is important too."
Yeah. I've tried all sorts of lighting though. I've tried everything. The first time I played it, wouldn't not recognise my controllers, so I had to reinstall it, and then it worked after that. So it could be things like that, not, you know, the install. It is, again, it was early access. So oh, we got an epic golden tench. Yeah, we've got to remember it was early access, so you know, it's a bit like this. You know, it's still a little bit before it comes out, so they can change things to it. At the moment, everything looks fantastic. The glitches that I had seen previously while I was playing it, they seem to have gone. New ones have appeared, but yeah, I would say that, you know, look forward to seeing it. So that's the end of the freshwater. Now we got the 5 seawater. So when you go there, I don't know if it's automatically going to change. Yeah, so it's going to change to my sea fishing, because you can't. It won't let you select. You can't do freshwater here. It won't allow it, as far as I'm aware. Let's try. So if I do, so if I change the reel. Yeah, see, it's not going to let me. It just won't let me choose. So let's do that. So float fishing for seawater. So float fishing for freshwater. So again, if I select the wrong reel, it won't let me. See, that's those two up there. You can flick between, and then you've got your different strengths. So you can see your durability there. That goes up and down. So I have been told that since the update, people have had, you know, experienced their lines breaking and things like that, but I've never had it, to be honest. But then I don't think I'm like overly. I don't think I'm overly aggressive with my fishing style. I think I just fish normally and do what I need to do. Oh, I've just given away a little secret. So this. It's a housing estate on the beach. Why does it have to be raining? So who knows what we could get on the end of our line. There are sharks, new sharks. I've caught a couple of them. I haven't caught the major one yet. But I did lose one. And the sharks do the same thing as well, where they will, if you're reeling in, it will take a smaller fish on the line. So you never know. It's always a shock for you when they do. There we go. Nice. What have we got? Personal best. I got my boat! I got my boat! My Huangpo sailboat! It's a shame I've still got to earn it in my real game. So, my striped bass. So, that is Cannon Beach. We should go to Santa Monica Pier. Now this is pretty amazing. I've got to show you some of the animations on this. So you've got the moon coming up, you've got the beach, airplane going over. Oh! Have a safe trip! But then, if you look to my right, the pier's animated. So you've got a little roller coaster going round, wherever he is. Where is it? Got the big wheel. Where are they? And then you've got whatever the drop is. I can't remember what those are called. There it goes. So you got a roller coaster.
Plumpishcum
Hello.
said, I thought this wasn't out for a few more days.
No, the
Super Dexter Murphy
the embargo's been lifted
said,
to enable me to show
Good
you.
evening.
Hello, Super Dexter.
CIM.
So you got
said,
the animation of the roller
Oh,
coaster.
that's pretty.
Yeah, it's stunning. That's really amazing. So yeah, you got the animations of all the rides going on there. Yeah, the game's out on the 16th, but we're able to show you the content. So yeah, early access. It's going to be $10.99. $20 new levels, West Coast, the US, or the west side of the US, because it's not all the coastline. 15 freshwater, 5 saltwater again, and I'm going to say between 70 to 80 new species of fish. I've not counted them all. I've not caught them all. I just love those. Ah!
Super Dexter Murphy said, In standby.
In standby. Yeah, get ready, it's coming. I will be playing this a lot over Christmas. Unfortunately, what I've done in the beta doesn't transfer to my my actual game save, so I will be doing it all again. But I love it, so I'm not going to complain. It's about 3 times that I've gone back over the Korean maps. They're not liking me bait. What should we try? Should we try a bit of lure fishing? See if we can get them on the lure. Do a bit of twitching. Doesn't feel right to be a twitcher in the ocean. Is that the best? Yeah, that's the best lure. Is it the best reel? That's the best reel as well. So you can hear them being cranked up. Oh, got a bite. Oh, it's a big one. Away she goes. Oh, what have we got? What's for dinner tonight? Here we go. Look at the size of that mother. That's a rare California sheephead. You're going in the tank. Right, so that is that one. So Santa Monica Pier. And we've got Big Sur Coast. So I'll be out on my boat. I wonder if I can change my boat. I bet I have to go back, don't I, to change it. I don't even think I've got enough money to do it. Let's go back. And also, because it's time-based, it's not started yet. So, in the UK it's pretty dark here at the moment. So, I'm guessing because it's US time. But when it gets to night time, it starts snowing. So it's really cool. So, there's an idea of the new fish. That's all the west coast that I've been catching so far. What we want to see is if I can now get on my boat. So let's go to the store.
Super
Boats.
Dexter Murphy
Boats.
said, "Are there new tanks for the new fish?"
No, at the moment then they're not releasing those, but they didn't deny that it could happen in the future. So the thing you can do is you can either do it all South Korean, or you can do West Coast, or it appears that you can do mixed. You can mix your fish, and same with the the salt water tank. So what was I doing? I was looking at my boats. So where's my special boat? Oh, do I have to go outside? You don't buy it, do you? It just becomes available. Is that right? There we go. So that's what I'm going to be on. Shall we do it a lovely... I'm going to do it a dark blue. So now when I go fishing... There we go. So where did we get to? 17. 18. So Big Sur. So I've not actually got this boat into it. I'm working my way up to it. I'm about 50 fish away. So how cool is that? I don't think I should be out here on my own, really. That's a big paddle. Again, you've got animations of cars. Mist rolling in. So car's going across the top of the bridge. Just starting yachts. I just look at the scenery. I love it. I love it. One day all games will look like this. Right. They're not taking my bait. Let's go. So we got a bit of a saltwater spinny. So this one sits on the surface and it makes a funny noise, it's like a bubble. Oh, we've got. I think I've got one. Is it going to take it? It has. I thought I was going to run out of space then. So it seems to be a lot closer. On the earlier versions of the game, if you couldn't catch things too close to where you were standing, but it seems like the distance now. Oh, that's nice. It's an ocean whitefish. Yeah, so I used to say there was an arc and once the fish got inside of that arc, the larger ones didn't do the jumping action. They still would fight, but they wouldn't jump. But also, that arc, I'd never really caught anything inside of that arc either. I never really saw. I think I saw once a shark, must have been right on the edge of it. Took a fish I was reeling in, which was quite a shock when you see a shark come up from underneath the surface of the boat and take and then run off with the fish that you've got on your line. But apart from that, I never saw it. But it looks to me like they've maybe it's the length of the boat, but the actual depth where you were catching things before, there used to be a definite arc, and if you reeled your line in inside of that arc, they would never take the bite. And even if there was something you were reeling in and they were chasing it, once it got to that point, they would just disappear, even if they were chasing after your bait. So it looks like they've amended that as well. So that's Big Sur. We now go to, this is one of my favourite levels again, San Francisco. I mean, look at that. I think we're a bit out of place, actually. Hello? I think my GPS has gone, it's taken me in the wrong direction. But how cool is that? There's all sorts of animations going on with boats and yachts. Got the smoke coming out of the old harbour house there. The old port house, whatever it's called. Flag flying. Stunning. I don't. If you loved the game before, I think you're going to be sold on it anyway. But I don't think because the game's still basically the same in the new locations, which is what everybody's been crying out for. That's been playing it for a while. Has been asking for. Maybe people that didn't want the Korean maps and they prefer fishing in America, that would draw them in. I don't know, but to me, it's just these are even more beautiful, these levels, I think.
Moonshine Games said, "Look at this! Look at this!"
I know. Yeah, how incredible is it? Have you been lucky enough to go to San Francisco? I haven't, but I'd want to go. That's the thing. I keep seeing these locations. I've never been. I'm thinking I'd love to go. Maybe that's it. Mirage Soft, pay for me to go to the locations and just to take a photo of me, a selfie of me in each of the locations. I bet somewhere they've got an album of photographs where they must have, where they've gone out and they've taken the photo and they're fishing or something. Because I think they're all fishing enthusiasts. Oh, this isn't coming in easy. This one's putting up a fight. There we go. Yellowtail Amberjack. Another one. Yeah, so this is, for me, is truly stunning. The sky does the little animations of the clouds going over. I'm going to catch another fish here. I love it. I like this one. I like them all, but the cityscapes for me. Oh, we got another bite. Just to be able to, sit here and... It still amazes me that that we can be playing something on a headset that looks this good. Oh, what? Pacific herring. Well, that's bait to go and catch my shark with. Right, let's go to the last level. So, I'm not even sure. Oahui Island. So this is pretty cool as well. Still more likely to be in this boat, I guess, here. But you've got people, animations of people walking along the beach and the piers. You can see them right in the distance too. Helicopters. I keep hearing sound. Oh, there we go. I keep hearing sounds, and I'm not sure if it's the sounds from outside of my house or the sounds from the game. Hello! There's one over there. Let's try and catch that one. Yes. Oh, I don't know where that's gone now. Oh. So busy catching the fish, I missed where the helicopter went. And there we are. Got a surf perch. And catch one more. Or try and catch one more. I'm not necessarily guaranteed to catch anything. So later on, I'm going to be doing my 12 games of Christmas. I've already said I'm coming back to live stream arcade a little bit later on. That'll be about 8:30. I'm going to forget time, something to eat in between. But I am going to have codes to give away for this once the DLC is out. So what we'll do, if people have got the game already, then I'll get them a code for the DLC, so you can play the DLC. And if you haven't got the game at all, then obviously I'll get you a code for the game, for the first part of the game, so you can play it. I don't think you can play both separately. I think you have to have the first one to play the second one. As it's a DLC, I don't think it's possible to play the two separately. Although, by rights, you can buy both and then just play the West Coast if you wanted, or you know. But that for me would be a waste of the game, because it's got so much content now, and to get all the trophies as well. I'm a bit of a trophy hunter in this game. Oh snap, got the same, so same one again. So let's go back and let's have a look at the tank and let's see how many fish that we can actually get. I'm sure it's 37 saltwater, sorry. So if you select US West, take off Korea, then all you've got is the US West ones. If you click them both, it comes up with both of them, and if you click that, then it goes to Korea. So let's do the US West. So we've got 8. Oh, is that right? I just clicked. So 8, 16, 24, 32. So we got what, 30, 38. So we got 38. We got 38 freshwater. So I've got a few to get yet. So I've see. So I haven't caught that. I've been trying, but I haven't caught him. So 38 freshwater fish, 15 new freshwater locations. That's tiny. Look at that. I can't believe I even caught that on a line. I think the bait was bigger than the fish. But yeah, so there we go. As you can see, the trophies on this now we have got, so finding fish in the west, US West. You can win a manta ray if you get all the species. Sea lion, so catch all the a lot of fish. So obviously 41 out of 60, 122 out of 180 for a bottlenose dolphin. You can see they've extended. So what are all these empty shells? Because you can't select them. So there's another 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 shelf spaces where you can't catch anything. These are the last 2 that I'm working on the main game, so I've got that now, but unfortunately it won't transfer over to. But the pontoon boat, so the pontoon and the Huang Po boat, those were the 2 that I'm working my way through on the previous version of the game. So, and these are the 3 that I'll be working my way towards on the new version. So let's go down to the saltwater tank. There you can see it's a bit sparse compared to the other one. There's a couple of sharks in there though. That's one of the new sharks. It's pretty big. So we will have a new. So again, that's a glitch as well because it doesn't actually do the US. So there we go. That's the start of the US, I think, is it? No. Oh no, we've got California sheephead, Pacific cod. We've got a few new ones now. Barracuda, lingcod, yellow-sailed tuna. So that I think is a great white. I think they've given us a great white shark. So yeah, so that's the start of it. You've got a leopard shark, which are cool. It's in there somewhere.
Hello, Jaws Jr.
How are you? So we're getting through. There's some nice fish to catch. Some weirdos by the looks of it. Is that a moray eel, I wonder? There's another shark of some description. So there's 5 there. 8, 13, 21, 29, 37. Yeah, so 37. So 38, so 75 new species of fish to catch, which will keep us going for a little bit, I am sure. You can combine them all, so you can have a tank full of sharks if you wanted. Different species of sharks when you catch all those. Different tunas, different reef fish. But I am going to leave it there. I wanted to show you, because it's the first opportunity that I've been robbed. Obviously, or my stuff's been repossessed because I just bought my Huang boat and not been keeping up the payments, so all my stuff's been repossessed. But I've still got my tank. Nobody wanted to go in there and take those. Yeah, so that is the US West DLC that's coming out on the 16th. It's fantastic. If you liked the first part of it, if you liked all the Korean levels, the fishing styles, catching the fish, the social part of it I can't show you yet because obviously that's not open to me to do, so I can't show you meeting people, but I reckon people are going to be absolutely amazed when they see this, and I hope I haven't ruined too much. I tried not to show too many of the animations. There's still a few bugs to iron out for them, which I'll drop them an email about that, but I love it. I can't wait to be able to go fishing with some of you. So take care all.
Geisen
Stay safe.
said,
and I will be back.
Cheers midlife.
Thank you. And I'll be back in about an hour's time. If you have got a PC VR, then I will be giving away free codes. That's free the number, Steam codes for arcade. We'll be playing that in about an hour's time. So I'll catch you all then. Cheers. Bye bye.